What is going on, guys? In today's video, we are going to show you how to install these 350z Nismo side skirts. These are the version 3, and these are factory from Nissan. So let's put them on.
The first thing we're doing here is cutting 22 strips of paper. So we're doing 11 per side skirt, and then try to put a hole punch 3/4 of the way up the paper and as close to the center as possible. Next, take your hole punch again and hole punch a double-sided tape, and then cut out the tape into small squares, and then we're going to place the squares where the clips would go on the side skirt. Next, we're going to remove the backing from the double-sided tape and use the template we made earlier to align the holes. Ignore the top hole, that was a mistake, and we're only using the bottom one, which is 3/4 of the way up. Next, you're going to want to mock up the side skirt up to the car, and you want to play around with it so it fits exactly how you want it. And then we just use duct tape and a block underneath to secure it. Next, we're using masking tape to secure the paper template to the car and release it from the side skirt. Now that our template transferred to the car, we're going to mark the holes with a Sharpie, and this is going to tell us where the grommets will sit. Now we're going to be installing this factory Nissan weather stripping. Here is the part number. And there are indents on the side skirt. It doesn't go all the way up to the edge. It stops about right here. And there's one on the other side too, so make sure you don't go all the way to the edge. The weather stripping from Nissan is a little long, so we trimmed it to create a flush edge. We found that the weather stripping can only sit one way, and this is how we positioned it. We went to the parts department in the Nissan dealership to find out what the Nismo 350z side skirt clips are, and this is what they came back with. You need 22 of these grommets and 22 of these clips. What you're going to want to do is slide the clip into the back of the side skirt. There's going to be a little play, but that is totally fine.
This part is optional. We're taking off the side skirt clear bra. The Nismo 350 side skirts don't quite cover it. So we want to do it now so we don't have to do it later because we don't know how it's going to look. So what you want to do is start from the corner right up here. Make sure you don't tear it and it peels off in one whole thing, just like that. It makes it easy. Sometimes you can even use heat. There's many techniques. Some even say dry ice, but do whatever works for you if your car comes with this.
After that, use a pilot bit to drill out all the holes that we marked on the side skirt. After the pilot holes, we're using a 5/16 drill bit, and that seems to be the perfect size for the grommets to sit in. I wouldn't recommend pushing these grommets in with your thumb. They hurt after a while and they don't sit flush, so we used a ball peen hammer, and you can physically hear the pop. Next, take your side skirt and start pressing the clips into the grommets. We did one side at a time and worked our way to the other. You should be able to hear a pretty loud snap for every time one goes in, just like this. For the second side skirt, we decided to mark where the clips are so we know where to push. There's 4 holes and 2 metal brackets under the side skirt. So what we used is a center punch to create an indent so the pilot bit doesn't skip. And then we just used a drill bit that was slightly smaller than the thread pitch of the bolts. Make sure to drill slow and not over tighten because we are working with plastic. Here are the bolts we used. They are Nissan, and here's the part number. Now we're going to be drilling holes for these metal braces. We are drilling to metal instead of plastic, but it is the same process as before. This is the last step. We just got these screws. They're 2 pieces instead of the factory 1 piece. They're not OEM, but what we did is used a drill bit and then we just screwed in the screw. We made sure to push the side skirt as flush as we could to the body because this will hold it just a little bit.
That is the end of the video, guys. I hope everyone enjoyed. We got tons more planned for this car and other ones. We haven't been filming because we were waiting on the paint, but we got all that finished and we don't have any more paint for this car. So we got the hood done. We still have to mount the front bumper, but we're dialing in all this. And then you guys saw the side skirts, of course. They look amazing. And now this car is actually like coming really together. Here is the back bumper, and I want to show you all this because we are serious, and all these videos that everybody is asking for, they're coming out, so don't worry. We are waiting on the wing, that is it, but hopefully we're gonna get it today, so that's not really an issue. And then what we really need for this car is the Brembos down there. We did get 2 of the rotors in, just the rear, because the front ones are on back order. You can see these are the factory Nismo rotors, and this is the part number down there. And this is what they look like. They're just slotted rotors. So we only got the rears, so that's why we're not making a video on putting on Brembos. But after that, all we need is tires, and this thing is going to go on the road, and we're gonna make some really cool cinematics with it. So we'll see you guys later on another episode of Edify Garage.